How to checkmate your opponent in the opening. The nightmare is back. Young chess prodigy Sina Movahed, with only 15 years old, checkmated the chess master in only 17 moves. Unbelievable. He checkmated his opponent in the opening. Let's dive into this marvelous chess game. This is the fourth episode of the Road to Chess Mastery. Here we learn how to play chess professionally. Sina Movahed, with a rating of 3,200 in chess.com, kicked off this game with pawn to e4, trying to control the center and bringing out the pieces. His opponent is a candidate master, but in this game he just tried to play something like this. He plays this b6 line, wanted to fianchetto the bishop. You might say it's okay, we will develop our pieces, but you will not control the center. And in this video we will learn, if you not control the center full enough, what kind of problems you will face. Here Sina just goes and controls the center. Pawn to d4. These pawns are controlling everything. Bishop to b7. Of course we are going to just develop our pieces. Black played e6, trying to control some central squares. And here Sina just developed the bishop to d3. He wants a very nice setup for his pieces. Let's see what he has planned. Knight to f6 and now knight to e2. You might say, what is this knight doing on e2? Isn't it stronger on f3? We will see. We will see that Sina has some plans for this knight. Your plans matters a lot in chess, so just putting a piece somewhere without a plan is not the best thing. You need to know where exactly you want to put your pieces. His opponent just played d5, trying to control back the center, but black is not ready for this. Maybe d6 was better. Black was not ready for this, and here Sina just pushes in the center. Pawn to e5, asking a question to this knight. This knight cannot come forward. It's a very risky decision to play knight d4 in this position, because white plays a brilliant move. He just plays knight to b1. Of course, chess.com will not give this move a brilliant move, but it's a brilliant idea. White wants to play f3, and after knight g5 wants to just catch this knight with this setup. And this knight is in a lot of problems in this kind of setups. Of course, black is not lost. You can still play f6, f3, and after knight g5, put the knight back on f7, but it's a very bad position. In the game, his opponent, which is a candidate master, just played knight d7. And here we learn from Sina how to attack in chess. So when your opponent is behind in development and you're ahead in development, you need to start the attack. You need to seize the momentum. And here Sina just goes for attack. He plays knight to f4, bringing a knight in a very active square. Knight in some positions may want to go to h5, but it attacks this e6 square, which is a weakness. It's only protected by this f7 pawn. Black plays g6. Nevertheless, white might want to even play queen to h5. And after g6, we might even sacrifice something here. So it's a very, very hard move to face. So he just plays g6 to defend everything, to defend especially queen to h5. And here Sina bring another attacking piece into the game. h4, yeah, it's an attacking piece. When we're attacking, we need to bring our pieces. Now h5 is coming and putting a lot of pressure on this king side. So black cannot breathe basically in this position. If you just simply castle in this position and just develop your pieces, black just plays c5, knight to c6, putting a lot of pressure, and then continue his development. So you need to continue the attack and bring questions to your opponent. This is the attacking mindset that I'm talking about. You need to control the center, put your pieces in the best place, and put your king in safety, and do not let your opponent to do these things. Now Sina is trying to do the same thing. Black just plays bishop e7, probably wanting to do something against h5, probably against h5, just g5. He planned to play g5 and then hold on, but just Sina brings the enemy of the king into the game. Queen to g4, attacking this e6, g6, everything. These light squares are very weak, and look at the bishop. It placed in a wrong side of the board, and these pieces are not brought out, so it's a very hard position for black to play. The black should be very careful in this position. He should have played h5 here, and after h5, for example, something queen h3, knight to f8 to defend all of these squares. But against h5, white has a brilliant option that I will show you right now. After h5, White has a fantastic move in this position. Can you spot it? Can you spot this move? It's a brilliant idea. White could have sacrificed the queen on e6. And after taking back, you need to take back. Bishop takes g6. And after here, knight takes e6, 3 pawns. Here, and probably something like f4. White is just much better in this position. It's 3 pawns for the piece, but these pawns are dominating all of the squares. It's a fantastic idea. Maybe Sina prepared this queen sacrifice on e6 after h5. Who knows? But in the game, black just made a blunder, played c5, doesn't paying attention to white's ideas and white's threats. It just goes to break open the center with this move. But here, white's army comes in and he just goes for the black king. In this position, black just wants to crack open the position. If d4 falls, then e5 falls. It's a very common and well-known topic in chess. But in this position, Sina Movahed, the nightmare of chess masters, comes and he just sacrificed the knight on e6. A brilliant idea. Black, if even doesn't accept it, we will continue the attack by knight to b5, just going for the black king. Just takes it. And this was the first piece sacrifice. And look at the second piece sacrifice. Bishop takes g6, crack open black's king's position. If you go here, it's just checkmate. Bishop to h6 check, and after king g8, queen e6 check, it's just checkmate. So you cannot play something like this, of course. So in the game, black just takes it. But now queen takes g6 and king f8, and black might say, okay, what happened? If you take on e6, I will run away. This is not something good. But white brings another heavy piece into the game by rook to h3. It's a very brilliant rook lift. When white played h4, he might have this idea in mind to lift the rook to h3 in some point, to f3 or to g3 in some points. And as Kasparov said several times, when you're attacking, you should only count the pieces in the attacking side of the board. You should not count these pieces. Like this rook on a1, these pieces are not in the game. So basically, white is not a piece down. White has this rook, this queen, this bishop attacking, even this knight in some positions, and these 2 pawns even are protecting a lot of squares, are protecting a lot. They are attacking pieces, and even this h4 pawn in some positions. So white has a lot of attackers, and black king doesn't have so much defenders. Black king lost its loyal defenders, their pawns, and now it's very hard to defend. In the game, he just tried knight e5. If you play here, then you're just going to be checkmated in several ways, like bishop h6 is winning, then picking up both of these, rook f3 is winning, so it's not possible. It just plays knight takes e5 to prevent rook f3 check, d takes e5, another pawn is here, and now pawn to d4. He wanted to open up this diagonal for the bishop to prevent rook f3 check. That's the idea, but it's not the only square. And here, Sina sacrificed the third piece with rook to g3, trying to checkmate black's king. Black thought, okay, it's not a checkmate. Am I going to be checkmated? Check, I will go here. Okay, I will lose the rook, whatever. He just takes on c3, but it's just checkmate in 2 moves. Can you find it? Of course you can find it. White just gives a check on h6, and after rook takes h6, we have queen to g8, checkmate, and this is just checkmate in 70 moves. It happened in the first round of Title Tuesday, and Sina just checkmated. And here there is no defense. Here, if you just play here, once again, there are so many moves that are winning, like these, picking up the rook, and after this, rook g8. And even if you go something like queen e7, white has rook g7, castle, everything wins in this position. So black is lost, and Sina plays like a monster, like a nightmare in this game. Let's go and learn from him. Let's review. We have e4, b6. By the way, in the second episode, we analyzed the game between Bent Larsen and Spaasky, which happened b3, e5, and it was something similar. But in this game, we have also d5, so white is a tempo up in this game. You can go and watch that game after this video, of course. It's one of the most memorable games of all time in chess history. But in this game, we have this position, and black developed after b6, bishop b7, but he's a tempo down always, and white starts the attack. And knight to d7. Computer suggests knight g8. just imagine how bad the position is that computer suggests knight g8. It's awful. And in this position, Sina just started to attack. He started to seize the time and initiative in the game. If you just castle, black comes with c5, you need to just waste tempos, but he just started the attack. Queen h5 is coming, g6, now h4, h5 is coming, and now queen to g4, knight d6, queen e6 in some positions. Oh my god, and he plays c5 and knight d6, a brilliant idea, bishop g6, opening up the king. It shows that king is the most important piece in the chess game, and Sina shows that the king safety is the most important thing in chess. And in the game, black just sacrificed back a piece trying to defend, but here he took the third piece, and after bishop h6 we have this checkmate. I hope you learned this game. You can go and watch other Sina Movahed games. I will put them in the link up to my head, and sorry for my English, it's not the best, but I'm trying my best. And I will put the Spaasky Larsen game also in the description and in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember always to enjoy chess and life.